Hey guys, Lord Ranchin here, bringing you the third game between Edward Gaming and Invictus Gaming in the Demacia Cup Summer 2015 semifinals. We're even Steven so far, 1-4-1, as Edward Gaming took the first game, and Invictus Gaming picked an interesting composition to sort of counter the heavy engage team fight comps, heavy engage fight comps of EDG. So we'll see how it goes this time. I'm expecting a definite echo ban on EDG's side. That was one of the things that sort of messed them up to start off Thresh and Kalista bans. We've been seeing these all day. Really, nobody, especially IG, does not like facing up against the Thresh of meiko. And just don't want to allow this everyman of the bot lane to sort of do their thing. Also, Thresh is a really good, I guess you could call it, flex pick support. You can pick Thresh early on without really revealing anything about what you're trying to do, because he's that jack of all trades. He can do a little bit of everything. Fizz ban as well as a Rise ban. You don't want Z1 tie to get that for the top lane on IG side, as Rise is still, this is the 5.11 patch, so Rise is kind of ridiculous at this point, and a Zir ban as well. We're going to see whether EDG actually does ban Echo here in the last one. They're at the very least thinking about it, I think. Talking it through with their coaches. Yes, there you go. Echo ban. Don't want to deal with that again. Echo, a heavy part of what allowed IG to really counter EDG in those in the last game. So we'll see whether it turns out around and all. There you go, Invictus Gaming thinking, hey guys, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What should we do? Let's figure this out. How to go about this, speaking with our coach. We'll see what IG goes for here. EDG, I don't know, they might, okay, Alistar, pretty good. Good engage, good counter engage. Giving EDG the Gragas for clearlove. He's just going to say, thank you very much. Lock it in right away. No, not even bothering to think about it. Loves that Gragas, loves playing it. Very flexible, very strong. And they just go with it. Gragas is an interesting champion, how he's gone through these crazy iterations of being, going from being like whatever to from a whatever champion to going AP mid Gragas, really strong. Then he went through an iteration when he was kind of played a little bit like after his changes. In Season 4 to Season 5, how he was changed completely from pretty much an AP champion to more of a tanky melee sort of dude, get in your face kind of guy. Then he was played more top lane as a sort of a AP tanky, semi-tank type of dude, AP bruiser if you will. And he's even saw some play as a support, but now he's just then found himself in the jungle and has been staying there for quite a few patches. Seems like IG are considering taking Maokai away from amazingJ. Instead, just gonna grab Nidalee. Nidalee mid for rookie, it seems. Otherwise, probably seeing KaKAO. It might be a jungle Nidalee. Honestly, it's something I think is more likely. On the opposite side, we see Pawn and Deft. Might be a Varus mid with a Corki, so we're going to go for a heavy EDG, switching it up, and maybe going for a much heavier poke composition. Thinking of the Maokai for amazingJ, he's been playing pretty well with it. Yes, do in fact go for Maokai and see whether they're going to go for amazingJ. Want to see what it is that IG picks. If they'd gone for Varus mid, and then IG would have had the counter pick. Because Nidalee is a bit of a flex pick. While she's most popular in the jungle, she is available for other lanes as well. So they're going to pick up Shen for the top lane here. So they have the Alistar Sivir bot, pretty good engage, and counter engage overall. The Nidalee most like in the jungle, yeah, Jace mid, Nidalee in the jungle, and Shen for the plays top. So yet again, we're going to have Z1 tie on the Shen in the top lane. Oh, switch it out. Thought of Jace there for a second, but decided to switch it over to Viktor. So Rookie's going to grab Viktor. We're going to see Kid playing Sivir, Kitties on Alistar, and such things. And now, ooh, look at that. Considering Ezreal for the mid game. So I'm not sure. Kassadin, China is like one of those few regions that still plays Kassadin, so it's kind of interesting. could go for Cassiopeia here against, like, going for a zone against Viktor. They could do that. Cassiopeia does have that huge damage spike and might possibly take out. Also, IG, denying Pawn the Viktor. He's been playing 2 games in a row now, or it seems like they're just gonna go with a heavy poke comp. So EDG goes for that heavy poke comp. Okay, for a second I was like, what? Yeah, amazingJ is just going to keep playing his Maokai. He's just been playing Maokai. Maokai played him pretty well, so it's no surprise that you're going to give it back to him. Every single game so far, amazingJ has just been on Maokai, and he just gives a little bit of everything. They have that hard engage, they have that tankiness, and clearlove on Gragas. They really like this combination. Probably going to start double jungling as they did last game, but now Pawn on Varus and deft on Corki. They're going to have a nice decent mix of damage, decent engage with amazingJ and Meiko playing the Annie and the tree. And a lot of poke coming in from Pawn and deft, so they're going to want to not hard engage. On the opposite side, you have a decent amount of disengage, but I think IG is going to have a bit of a hard time. You do have some poke coming out in KaKAO, but Nidalee's not a heavy poke champion. Viktor is not a heavy poke champion. And also, Sivir is not a heavy poke champion, even though they have poking abilities. So Pawn and deft are going to be there to poke people down on IG and sort of just prevent IG from being able to fight in a good position. Biggest way to generally counter heavy poke comps is with heavy engage comps is with poke comps. But IG last game actually went for a different sort of strategy. Went for a more of a disengage, screw you in the face sort of team composition, where it also played Protect the Vein. Huge stage, pretty nice looking cup, and we'll see who it is that comes ahead in this one, whether it's going to be Invictus or Edward Gaming. As you see actually out of all the teams in the LPL and LSPL, no LSPL teams, which is sort of the Challenger Series of China, 16 teams, none of them even got into the round of 16, I think. I think they all lost in the round of 32. So it was, round quarterfinals rather. Nobody, a few teams that got past to the round of 16 never got past it. So you see that the Chinese pro teams are actually quite dominant. Right, Pawn and deft actually managed to kill ward fast enough to make sure that's not put down. It's going to be interesting to see how Pawn and Viktor plays. Pawn's going to have that poke on Rookie, and Rookie actually grabbing for a cleanse. This is no surprise. Often you see Viktor's running Ghost and Flash, but instead he's going for Cleanse just to counteract Pawn's level 6, because then Pawn can just use his ultimate, and then Viktor can just cleanse out of it and position himself to just fight back instead of taking abilities in the face. So it's going to be interesting to see how well Rookie plays the Viktor compared to Pawn. Pawn lost the first game, but had still a decent play overall, I believe. So we'll see how it goes. And Rookie's actually been playing a lot of different champs so far this series. Viktor a popular pick. Go Demacia Cup. Alright, so just standard lanes to start. It seems no double jungle for amazingJ and clearlove this time, and they're just going to keep up the standard play. Pawn and Rookie just going to start the last hitting. Shen's a little late to the top lane after grabbing some stuff for himself. It's going to be interesting to see how Sivir taking some early harass. Kitties trying to sort of back him off. A lot of splash damage going on deft, as Kid is doing a little bit of damage here. Last hitting wise, a little bit ahead just to start off. No action so far. Shen against Maokai, we had this exact same lane then, and Z1 Tai actually did a good job of abusing. Nice bit of splash damage on everybody there by Kid, as he's trying to force deft and meiko back a little bit. And of course, with Sivir and Alistar, it's a good combination because it's a really heavy. You're always going to have the pressure, and just going to make it quite difficult for deft to farm under tower, because Kid, on Sivir, you can just continue pushing with her W, just constantly pushing the wave, and Alistar heals your own minions, so you push the lane even harder. So far, at least, we're going to start fairly passively, it seems. Gragas, however, nice routing there by clearlove, going over the pit. Nobody see the coming Kid, and Kitty's going to be in a little bit difficult position. Kitties should have his cooldown. Kit, he doesn't have headbutt pulverize combo, so he's the perfect time to go in, ignite and everything. And the first blood for clearlove, as Kitty's got his heal early on. Did not have the headbutt pull, so he couldn't even do anything to prevent that. Nice start by EDG. Really beautiful pathing by clearlove to go behind the dragon and catch that. No ward in the tri-brush. Gonna have a trinket put there now, but nice play overall by clearlove. Got to start it off really well. Last game was shut down quite a bit as he just never really got good opportunities to gank. This game, making sure that that's not the case, taking full advantage of the fact that his opponent's bot lane is pushed out really heavy, going in behind them with really nice pathing. Oh, KaKAO going out, taking this opportunity. KaKAO playing smart though, taking this opportunity to actually, you know, steal the red buff of clearlove. You know, like, hey, okay, you're going bot lane, you're gonna gank, you're not at your red buff, so let me grab that. Let me grab that for you, friend. Refreshes his own red buff, because why not? Why not do that? Rookie and Pawn taking a little bit of harass on each other. Pawn coming a little bit ahead, wasting most of his mana on that. Spending most of the rest of his mana on that. As Kitties now going forward toward, just to see the things happening. Now, we're gonna see Rookie's gonna know that Meiko and clearlove know about this. They're gonna go and put down some deep wards in the enemy jungle, so to know when Nidalee's going ahead and going ahead and gank, and clearlove's gonna do some counter jungling of his own, putting on a lot of pressure, leaving Kid alone with deft, just focusing on the farm both sides. You know, last hitting is still fairly even now because there was a lot of pressure put on the lane bot. So, you know, last hitting wise, it's still pretty even. Kid's just going to actually take this opportunity back. He has 2 Doran's blades, which were forced to get. Corki actually went back as well, took those phage items, just to continue having the advantage in lane. And another long sword on Sivir, he actually runs back with that in potions, knowing, hey, okay, lane's being pushed, and by myself can't really continue pushing and being unsafe, so let's at least try to equalize the position. That's the difference. Like, often when you play solo queue, you feel like, oh crap, backing off just feels like such a horrible thing to do. You just want to stay in lane and farm. But you gotta know when to back defensively, because you can at least get an item that at least equalizes the situation a little bit. You're gonna lose some CS, but you're gonna continue being able to continue to lane just a little bit better. KaKAO putting some pressure on clearlove, going into counter harass, using that red buff to do a little bit of damage. But you know, clearlove's gonna be like, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever, I don't care. It's gonna be difficult for Nidalee to gank bot lane. I mean, yeah, you got Annie AoE stun, you got Corki, nice bit. Ooh, nice spear hitting amazingJ there. Here's a little position with Shen with a taunt. Is there gonna be another taunt? He's gonna knock it up, gonna force the flash. That's gonna be it. She's actually gonna jump in. clearlove gonna flash her around. Stand united on KaKAO. That's gonna make sure that he stays alive. That's fine. Almost getting the kill on amazingJ, forcing the B back. But perfect timing for clearlove, knowing exactly, hey, reacted in time, was running in as Nidalee was running up there as well, was running in, hey, let's go help, saving lives, flashing defensively, flashing in order to save a life there, sort of defensively, so that's interesting. Nice head pulp, catching deft, not forcing the Valkyrie, trying to create any sort of position for Kid to farm. No of a ward there, but deft at this point quite a bit ahead. And we're going to just see how they manage to take advantage of this poke composition, how they're going to force the fight soon. Has been decent ganking here from clearlove. He's doing a good job of taking advantage of the positioning, doing some counter jungling. And I'm just wondering whether we're going to ever see these. We've seen some Gragas nerfs a few patches in a row, but they've just, you know, Gragas is still too strong. He can tank a lot of damage. The utility in his kit is so strong. He has a stun, he has a slow, he has his massive displacement, he has tankiness, he does a decent amount of damage. It's just that his new quote-unquote kit is actually really strong. Oh, nice bounce there by Kid to grab pretty much everything there. Blue buff obviously being donated to Pawn, so he can just spam his Q on people. Giant arrow in the face, and Viktor's just going to be sad. Pawn, oh, nice hitting that arrow there. Has his tier. As they're continuing the damage. It's fun to see when new champions actually get released, you know, when new champions that you don't see a lot in a specific role actually gets changed around. Like, for instance, you haven't seen Ezreal in the bot lane position, like his standard marksman position for a very long time, so instead you see him now in the mid lane as an AP carry, in fact. Now Viktor also, you haven't seen him as a standard AD carry bot lane instead, but hey, he found himself in the mid lane as a sort of a heavy poke, sort of immobile champion. but, you know, why not? He can stay safe, he can poke from distance, he can last hit, he can do everything he does, except by playing mid lane, he can actually do it pretty much better. So let's see, Bloodthirster on, Brutalizer, I'm sorry to say, on Pawn, alongside that tier, so she's going to keep on putting the pressure. You know, the Flask is there to help, also a bunch of potions just so he can help and continue spamming all of his stuff. And then clearlove gonna go, and Meiko and clearlove gonna go there to the bot lane, control the situation in front of Dragon, so they can just continue pushing, continue putting on the pressure. I just realized I'm out of coffee, so I'm significantly sad. Let's move on to the game. Deft and Meiko putting on the pressure. Deft at this point has both an assist and is a kill in the last hits ahead of Kid. She's going to be perfectly happy with this particular development. Kid trying to catch up, but not really happening. And no real opportunities for IG to create pressure. At this point, KaKAO tried top lane with a Nidalee, but it just didn't work out because clearlove was pretty much in the right place at the right time, or else KaKAO most likely would have gotten that diving kill. Those Pawn arrows, man. Just deal a bunch of damage, but hey, you know, response. But the ultimate, I think Pawn just wasted his ultimate into the air. Oh well. He did indeed. Well, you know, sometimes you try to catch people and sometimes it works and you win. Maybe at least trying to force the cleanse, because if he just catches them with ultimate, you might force the cleanse from Rookie, which is going to allow him, which is going to make the ganks on Rookie so much easier because he doesn't have the cleanse. Hey, let's go. Okay, bot lane Kitties and Kid continue putting on the pressure, trying to equalize the position for themselves. Meanwhile, Corki has come back with a completed Phage and Shen. So a decent damage spike at this point with these two items. And once he has Triforce, of course, it's going to be even more insane. Let's see, Pawn. Ooh, just hitting the stuff. Mid-wise, you know, Pawn with a slight advantage on Viktor and CS-wise, but not, you know, not really. At this point, like, pretty much even Steven. Everybody's just catching their waves and killing all the stuff in their waves. Nidalee and Gragas running around. Gragas actually getting Merc Tread straight off the bat after going home. Partially as a response to this heavy damage dealing comp. Like, Viktor and Nidalee do deal a lot of magic damage. Shen does pretty much mixed damage, so that's what that's all about. And Nidalee seems to be running Runeglaive this particular game. On her Runeglaive on her Ranger's Trailblazer. Kid taking a little bit of damage, but yeah, the great thing about Corki against Sivir is that you can actually poke out Sivir's spell shield. You know, oof, Rookie taking a little bit of damage there. No ultimate. Yeah, Varus does have his ultimate, so he's actually catches him off guard quite a bit. Ultimate comes off, forcing the cleanse off. No chance there, but yeah, the cleanse does get taken out. Now KaKAO runs in, sees that Varus doesn't have any mana, goes in. That's a bunch of damage, just going to jump out, not going to continue, doesn't have vision. Is he going to continue? Spear barely missing, Pawn dodges that, but he's going to at least want to force the bank bot. Now ZZ Ties actually come bot to try to make a play here, but it seems there's no play to make. Possibly trying to save Kid's life. He's going to take a Mega Rocket in the face. KaKAO going to go mid, got to try it yet again. Spear in the face, not going to hit it. He's going to try again, just a bunch of auto attacks. Try the spear, goes jump, flashes in, and just going to grab it. Palm going to get taken down. Now it's going to clear up, but ZZ Tie in position. Z1 Tie in position to actually take care of this and respond. And Palm was like, whoa, damn it. I was possibly expecting that would go down. Now Deft actually going a little bit, doing a lot of damage to Kitties here. That's just the problem with that Corki Shen plus Phage power spike. The Phage makes it so that he does a decent amount of physical damage and actually runs a lot faster when he hits his auto attacks, and the Shen proc is really strong. Also, last hit advantage, she's just going to be liking that. Continue pushing in the wave. Now, of course, Sivir and Alistar are not going to allow you to push in the wave too hard, except for now, but I'm not sure if they're actually going to try to take this tower to take the global gold, or going to be prevented that, because you don't see clearlove coming in to help. They're just at least going to put a lot of damage onto it, and seems like Kitties is actually going to try to come in here and try to prevent this tower from getting taken down, because they are putting out a lot of pressure. He is getting this tower really low, trying to heal some minions, but not quite enough to take this tower down. Maybe just due to the pressure from Kitties, but they're going to continue pressuring it down. Kid is on his way. Anybody else running around? Nope. No pressure being put anywhere else on the map right now. I think Deft might, in fact, decide to be at this point, and he does. Going to be back and see if he has a completed Triforce. Pawn just reading it pretty close. Like, okay, I haven't seen Rookie for a while. What is he? Let's pop a Q in there and see if he's there. And hey, he is indeed. Seeing some pings bot lane. People don't know where anybody is. Now Rookie's gonna get caught off. Oh, bad barrel by clearlove. Actually gonna save Rookie's life. And he was coming in position to flank in case it was needed as well. But unfortunately, a missed barrel by clearlove makes it so actually saves Viktor's life. But hey, in response, he's gonna go there. Give pawn, you know what, give me my blue buff, let me go spam some more stuff. Corki now has Triforce. It's going to be interesting to see at this point whether they actually try to start a fight, because there's a lot of passive play, and that's understandable because with the poke comp, what you need is you need to build up your items, right? Corki's poke becomes so much stronger once he has the Triforce. If he gets Blade of the Rune King, then he's more than just a poke, he just does a lot of damage overall. A fairly late first dragon, actually. We did see Kitties, did see meiko running in there. They don't see anything happening. Seems like they're going to ward over, and absolutely no chance to prevent this dragon from being taken. As EDG actually takes the opportunity to grab this. A little bit harassed coming out on Kitties. Still no big team fight yet, just a couple of grabs here and there. Shen quite a bit ahead of this Maokai, as this matchup is just a little bit easier. It's pretty much one of those farming matchups. It's the ganks that come off that decide whether you win or lose. Meiko in position here. I think Deft and Meiko actually don't see the Nidalee. clearlove is coming in. Oh, Sivir pops her ultimate there. And they didn't do anything with it. KaKAO just gonna go ahead and kill some wards. Maybe she was actually seen because of that ward, but yeah. Meiko and Deft replied pretty swiftly, just running back. Meiko actually putting on a pink ward and an own brush, just to be able to see forward wards if they come out. Maokai does have his Righteous Glory. On the opposite side, we see Z1Tai play that Shen, build that Shen exactly the same way he did last time. He went for Bami's Cinder, and then he went for the Spirit Visage. He just did not even bother finishing his Sunfire Cape. Instead, he went for Randuins. And I'm wondering whether he's going to do the same thing here, whether he feels not going to be necessary. Varus ultimate missing, and you get Pawn like throwing out these random Varus ultimates. Probably just trying to bait the cleanse of Rookie so he doesn't have it. Then he can just say, hey, clearlove, dude, I've baited his cleanse, let's go kill this guy. Rookie, meanwhile, just trying to go out and get him as well. But yeah, his ultimate is going to be off cooldown fairly soon, and then he's just going to want to do this again, bait that from his teammate. At this point, Nidalee is a little bit ahead of Gragas. A kill each. Top lane now, just a little bit of damage going off on both sides. Z1Tai taking some damage, everybody fighting amongst the minion waves. At least going to force Z1Tai back because of the minions that were being killed there. But yeah, Nidalee a little bit ahead in last hits. She has seems to be working. Has needs to large rods, so seems to be working maybe on her Ludens. Because the movement speed on it is actually quite good. Like 10% loot, the movement, 10% movement increase, especially on Nidalee, is actually quite good. Allows you to run around, and the Luden's proc is powerful for her spear, but just the movement speed is actually one of those champions that benefits a lot from the extra movement speed. Gragas clearlove actually is not going to. This tower's going to go down. That's just no chance. It's just the question: are they going to allow Deft to last hit it or the minions? Okay, it's going to be the minions. What was I saying? Yeah, this game, clearlove not going for the heavy warding that he's been going for. No Sightstone on him here. Now, amazingJ finally starting to engage Z1Tai here, thinking, hey, man, I have the damage. I have the self-heal. I can do the Z1Tai saying, yeah, okay, let's fight, let's go. Flowing out Vorpal Blades, but he can't really engage because he doesn't have his... doesn't have any of his own minions to help him out. There is a Stand United on Shen, and there is a TP on Maokai. So if there's a fight brewing, everybody's going to be taking part in said fight. Rookie just continue farming. He's actually ahead of Varus now, who has his man immune, as well as a brutalizer. Still a pretty even game so far, and just a question of who's going to take who. Now Deft finds himself in the top lane just to push it out a little bit. Like, thank you for playing. As he grabs the top lane. Transitioning here. Kitties is actually here to help out as well. Viktor and... What's that? Viktor and Shen are actually in position. No, not Shen. Viktor and Sivir are actually in position. Not Sivir. Viktor and Alistar. That's what I'm trying to say. Viktor, Alistar, Nidalee in position to actually go and do something there. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to figure out. Keep me on just bot lane against amazingJ, and what's he gonna do? He's just gonna last hit. He's gonna last hit. Corki's ahead in last hits, so gold wise it's a little even. Steven, nice taunt there on Deft. Is it gonna be enough? TP coming in from the back. Exhaust. Pulverize. Is he going to headbutt him back or not? Yeah, he is. Going to pop his ultimate to tank the tower. Shen stands united. Going to be a 3v2. Nidalee goes down to Annie on the opposite side. Rookie going to get taken down by Pawn. Chaos Storm isn't going to be enough. It's going to be trying to juke. Gets the laser. Dodges the Q. And actually gets the kill. Nice play by Rookie. Kitties, meanwhile, also going to die to Meiko. And that's going to be it. Ooh, boy. That's going to be it. Interesting trade. Varus and Corki, the pokers, go down to Alistar and Nidalee, but unfortunately for them, Viktor is too low to help defend, so they're actually going to grab the tower and effectively make it a nice trade for them. Despite the nice catch, nice flash taunt by Shen. Got turned around on. And gotta say, Rookie played some really nicely there, waiting on his laser and then using it to kill Pawn, who unfortunately who whiffed his Q, or alternatively, Rookie dodged his Q. Is it Z1 or Zaitai? Z-Tai, maybe. Thai food. Sometimes not. Sometimes. Looking at the farm being shared, Kid, I don't know, he's gone for Ghostblade early, which is extremely interesting. Ostensibly, in order to push towers and push waves, because then, you know, you pop his W, you pop Ghostblade, and just things die right away. Really heavy push, and that seems maybe kind of the way they want to play it. They want to pressure lanes so that, you know, any engage that happens is on their terms rather than the opposite term. More like a heavy engage comp, pretty much. And Sivir's actually really good for that, and with Alistar and Shen, you can play that comp quite well. KaKAO and Viktor are nice follow-ups to that. Viktor can deal damage from a decent distance without getting too close. Nidalee can deal damage from a distance and then, like, chunk people with a spear, jump in, and blah. Speaking of Nidalee, she actually went for Zhonya's early, just to be able to do that and actually tunk some of the damage on the opposite side, because you got Varus doing the AD damage, Corki doing sort of a mix, a lot of magic damage, but, you know, his auto attacks also focus on the magic damage, on the physical damage. Sorry, EDG now going to go with his dragon. I don't think that IG can do anything about this. Shen does have stun 9 in case they engage. Gragas just going to easily... There was a boomerang shot going in to try to steal it, but nice clean smite from clearlove just guarantees that for him. But we'll see whether IG can actually grab. You're going to grab top tower and the response. See whether they can do anything mid here as well. They might be getting engaged on. amazingJ thought of using Righteous Glory there, but being forced to back off. Clearlove being quite low. Oh, KaKAO getting caught. Instantly Gib dies in 2 seconds. No response. Z1 standing united to try to save his life, but now he's just going to kill it out. Caught out, and he's dead too. No chance. As amazingJ actually gets a kill. Sloppy play like that is what will allow EDG to get back into this. They were being threatened at their mid tower and are in fact now going to get a tower back. Just getting poked heavily with those Qs from Varus. Going to grab the mid tower and back off. So that's going to be 3 towers to 1 tower on IG side as they just took their first tower top lane. Varus is all that damage. All those hearts flying around. On the wings of love, or something like that. It's a question of what exactly IG is going to be able to do to counteract this, because they're in a bit of a dangerous position, bit of a difficult position. How exactly are you going to go out there and do everything you want to do in order to... Yeah, see, we're going to see the replay here. Here's KaKAO. She's fighting clearlove, and clearlove's like, oh, whoa, you're attacking me. Throws down his ultimate, does everything. KaKAO does use his Zhonya's to respond, and you saw Z1 ult in, but Kitties and Rookie, they just stand back. They just play this back and forth game in the mid lane as all the action is happening there, and basically what happens is Nidalee gets caught, you know, KaKAO gets caught trying to be aggressive, gets killed despite using everything, and then Z1 trying to save her life also eventually, you know, instead of turning a 1v whatever situation into a 2v whatever situation, just kept it a 1v. Just replaced the one with another one. You zeroed out the first one, and then you added another one, and you zeroed out the other one too. -1, +1, -1. Equals 0. I'm good at math. Let's go. So with this, EDG is definitely putting on the pressure. You can see some more warding on the map, despite clearlove not warning his sightstone, because despite the fact that he did get that early kill, he hasn't really gotten going. He went for Locket, Does have a Cinder Hulk, so fairly tanky, as you saw, and does deal still some damage, because he's Gragas. But he hasn't really gotten going, so instead they're just kind of controlling the map differently, instead of going for those heavy poke. You need all that warding. Okay, it's a bit of a fight here between amazingJ and Z1 Z1 actually heavily ahead, going for randoms. You see here, Kitties, oof, taking so much damage. Kid poking back on deft. And that's gonna. What I'm trying to say is that they're going, like, when they're playing their heavy engage comp, like they've been doing the last 2 games, they have to go for that heavy warding style. They have to ward. I'm not saying that wards don't win games. Ward win games no matter what you play, no matter what comp style you play. But when you're going for that, you're going for that sort of like sporadic engages, poke comp. When you have this heavy amount of poke, you are not trying to like control everything. You just push out your lanes, which you can always see. You ward in places that you need to know whether your enemies are or not. Then you start off by poking the enemies, getting low, keeping them low. Like you see, Alistar has been like running around with half health. Kitties is like always at half health. I mean, his ultimate increases his defensive capabilities by a lot. But if he's at half health and he has to tank for his team, it's not going to happen. If you're always poking the tanks down so heavily, it's not going to allow you to engage or disengage and fight properly, because tanks at half health is half a tank, literally. So they're not going to get off a bunch of rotations on their... They're going to get fewer rotations on their spells, and they're just not going to be able to tank and kite for you nearly as well as they can. So they've just been keeping them down with this heavy amount of poke. As you can see, the lanes are almost always pushed in favor, despite Kid playing with that Ghostblade and Sivir. The lanes are almost always pushed in a direction running towards IG's side. And EG still has two level 1 towers, so that's kind of nuts. Seems like they're going to want to donate that boot to Viktor. Z1 is always being forced bot to try to accomplish something here. They're going to go on him. Shen gonna taunt away. Oh, nice Righteous Gore and everything. Ultimate, he's going to try to stand united to get away, and he does. Not enough CC, didn't chain it too properly. Just didn't have the Maokai knock up again. Oh, she's going to try to go away. Meiko getting caught off. Nice flash in response as Kitties going in for the pulve. And Meiko just instantly reacts to get away. No thanks, man. Not gonna die today. Doesn't want to waste tibbers on anything like that. Just gonna get away. No, Annie's a little bit low. amazingJ coming in from the side, going in on Kitties. Kitties is gonna be forced to pop his ultimate. TP coming in from Shen as the KaKAO just gets ripped to pieces from the get-go. Kids in the backline trying to get some DPS going. He's a little bit low on everything. Gragas ultimate displaces him. Now it's going to be Kitties trying to pop people up. Rookie trying to deal some damage to the backline. Now we're going to have Sivir getting down. Kitties going down as well. Z1 trying to do a little bit of tankiness, and nobody goes down as clearlove just tanks everything on the planet. Deft being allowed to deal a bunch of damage throughout that entire team fight. Nice flash Q from Pawn trying to get the kill, forcing the pawn of Rookie. Rookie's actually doing a really good job playing this game, despite being at the moment on the time that seems to be on the side that seems to be losing. And they're just gonna go for an easy Baron here. 3 people dead on IG side yet again, 2 times in a row now. KaKAO gets caught out, trying to go in. Assumingly trying to go in on targets, trying to get killed, but getting CC'd, being out of position, and not in a place where his team can help. Or even if they do help, they die. So IG has to get their stuff together, because if this keeps going like this, IG has just been winning the fights. The game was fairly even until IG has just been allowed to win fights. Also, they're just being allowed to control... EDG has been allowed to control Dragon most of the game. Now, finally, EDG is going to respond to that, but at least grabbing the Dragon. You know, that samurai kick-ass dude, Shen. But you should see the fight here on the replay. Kitties and Kit and Rookie get caught out there. Nidalee trying to go into the backline with a spear, going in on Corki. But the reaction is instant. They don't even bother. Meiko and amazingJ just turn around, hold her in place, and instantly kill her. And just, I understand the idea behind it. Just, yeah, the clear up just happens fairly simply. A lot of play. Rookie does a good job of keeping clearlove away, but just bad play. You can't jump in like that when you don't have a follow. Like I understand the plan. The plan is very simple. Go in, try to get their AD carry, kill him, because Deft is doing so much damage. He's going for that with a Last Whisper and Trinity Force combo. His auto attacks hit like a truck. So you have to get him down, and if she gets him down and sacrifices her life in doing so, that might actually turn the fight. Because, you know, you have a few squishy targets, they're going to waste their engage. Trying to get Corki and maybe Varus as well is going to help out a lot. But jumping without in a location where your team, you're seeing that your team is forced to back away. Your team is running. Your team is trying to disengage, trying to kite back, and running in 1 into practically 5 is what's going to cause you games. And just two very big misplays by KaKAO. I understand his thought process, but the decision making quite bad. Now EDG is just going to take full control of this game at this point. Corki has been allowed to farm. Deft just taking as much of the farm as he can alongside Varus. They're going to be the big threat. Pawn now also has a Muramana, so there's even more damage coming out from him now. He's just going to become a constant. Him and Deft are just going to be constant threats. And there's sort of a mix, you know, having 2 AD carries is very strong. It's that good poke comp. They can constantly force the opponent to kind of kite back and just do what they're doing now. Getting Kitties down, getting those tanks down so they're not as strong, getting Kid down so eventually it's going to become a threat. Look, the poke right now coming out, okay, the arrow misses, but the poke is coming out really heavily. Kid being forced down to half health almost. Even more poke out now, KaKAO at half health. Yeah. That ultimate bomb, huge bomb from Corki. Deft is doing the damage. Easily take out the tower here. The clearlove, he's just like, I'm just going to grab this grab the jungle. You guys just grab the tower, okay? Z1 Tie in the bot lane does have Stand United. He's at least trying to get a tower in response so that IG at least has 1 more tower. They're still at 1 tower, which explains partially the 7k gold differential. It's going to at least help out a little bit, not a lot. But he's going to get some of this gold back. It's 285, similar build as last game. Going for that Bomby Cinder just by itself. It's, you know, it's health. It means you do a decent amount of AoE damage. And that random wins with Spirit Visage allows you to tank everything at a mix. Shen's changes, just giving him some MR per level was so good for him. It's really fun to see Shen back in the meta. He's a fun champion. I don't think he's a champion that needs any nerfs. I think him being, and technically in some ways the only truly global champion in the game is actually great. I think if you made his Stand United like the ultimate of Pantheon and guys like Pantheon on Twisted Fate, you'd nerf him into the ground. I mean, if you guys like Rek'Sai, which is almost a global champion as long as he prepares it well, that's gonna be it. But you can see now the pressure just constantly like, oh yeah, you want to come defend your tower? Yeah, come defend your tower. Take a rocket in the face. See how you like it. It's like being kicked in between the legs with a steel-toed boot. That's what I tell you. And Pawn and Corki just going to continue putting on the pressure. They're just going to rotate mid. Kill all these guys. Poke it out. Poke it out. Poke it out. Clear the creep wave. Keep on the pressure. Top lane is the only place where IG has some pressure, but EDG already has 6 towers. There's been a lot, not too many big fights. It's basically 2 fights where KaKAO has misplayed. And it's been allowed EDG to take a lot of pressure on that. Shen, ooh, he's going to get collapsed on here. A Pawn on the right side. Clearlove, amazingJ. See him happening. Z1 Tai sees this in here. Going to take a goal in the face. Ooh, it's going to be a sapling. The sword doesn't come off. Yeah, are they going to come in close in time? Shen going to try to run taunt away. They might not get him here. Oh, running around the tower. Ultimate forcing him to flash. He's going to get away, I think, with this. Even if everybody on their place just gonna run in here. Stand United! Not in time. Just gonna be forced to continue running. Taking that tower. Bunch of damage. Should just kept running instead of wasting his ultimate there, honestly. He's gonna be fine. There is Corki gonna chase him into his own friggin' tower. Understandable why he chased, because, you know, now you have to ring around the roses against an enemy's tower, and with your Corki on your ass. Oh, yeah, okay. That's gonna be it. Easy kill for Deft. Well, you know, I understand why he used Stand United, but... Sorry, I got confused. He wasn't going to get away, obviously. It's just a question of how he was going to die, so maybe Stand United would work, but maybe he should have just saved it and continue running and do what he did anyway. Yeah, if you hear the patter of a window in the background a little bit now, it's because we have a tropical storm. Well, not really a tropical storm, just a bunch of rain. It's been very hot a few days. And sometimes after it's been very hot for a few days, you get a bunch of rain all in one go. Just give days worth of water, just like a shower. It's not fun when you're outside. When you're inside, you just listen to the patter of the rain and you're perfectly fine. So at this point, it's a question of where they force fights. They've been doing a great job putting up pressure. Like EDG, this is like they're like a vice grip, slowly but surely collapsing in on IG, pressuring until IG breaks. And IG can't do anything. They're trying to exert pressure outwards because they can't maneuver out of the vice grip. They can't like get a hand out and like get leverage or anything like that. They're constantly being pressured. Yet another dragon. That's the movement speed Drake. Really good for engages. Really good when you already have Righteous Glory. And Annie with the Talisman, I believe. Yeah, the Talisman of Ascension. Really good with those. That movement speed bonus. The movement speed bonus, the third dragon is basically the effect of giving everybody on your team movement speed quintessences. It's the same thing. It's 5% movement speed, and that's actually significant. That is actually quite significant when you think about it. It's just a tiny bit of movement speed that they don't have, and it's really strong. Alistar has his own glory, but it's like, it's hard to say what they're going to be able to do here. Viktor with his own. Oh, Kitties yet again getting caught, getting chunked. You see what he does. He pops his ultimate. He's going to be forced to tank a bunch. He's out of position. Viktor comes. Viktor trying to put down his stuff to try to save his life. Headbutt, everything. Nope. Kitties also not, he's the guy who's gunning around, getting poked, getting chunked, and now this is going to be an easy, no vision of this by IG, but they should be able to easily assume that EDG is going to grab this Baron, and what's going to happen here is they're going to grab this Baron, there's going to be a back. They have to force the fight, because if EDG is allowed to take this dragon, that's it. That's going to be it. They're going to take this Baron, I'm sorry, not dragon, they're going to take this Baron and force back. They're going to go in, KaKAO going to get caught instantly, they're just going to follow up with Righteous Glory and Talisman. Kid going to get caught out, he's going to try to DPS as much as he can as he dies. And EDG is going to turn around and go back to grab this Drake. They will have Kitties, Rookie, and ZZTai if EDG decides to go straight for the win after this. I'm not sure if they will. They might back and buy some items first. Yeah, they will. They're just going to pull on the pressure, not play it safe. Like, keep the vice grip going. It's a more flashy win to go in right now, but you just see the position. KaKAO, yet again. Yeah, Tiber's done. Shen trying to ult in, not even going to bother. Not even going to happen. Then Kid and Rookie out of the back line. Just no chance whatsoever. Third time that you see the Nidalee just being caught. No, there was no vision there. She was just running, and she instantly got gibbed. Just hard to see. It's kind of interesting to see that all three games in a row, you've seen 3 for 12 kills in every single position. The first game, at around 30 minutes, I believe, EDG was 12 to 3 kills ahead of IG. In the second game, IG was ahead of EDG by 12 to 3 kills. And it's the same thing. There's a pattern. Illuminatus. So everybody's now up, and they're going to have to fight here somehow. I mean, preventing this. They can't fight the Baron buff and the Baron minions. But if they don't do something, they're just going to push in. Shen is going to back off. He has his TP, but it's just going to run back home. And EDG is going to play the safe. Okay, he decides to cancel and just try to put on some pressure. EDG, again, they're playing the vice grip game. They're playing the safe, but we're going to win this game. So instead of going in for clashy, big team fights, why bother? They're a poke comp. A poke comp is the vice grip comp. It's the slow push for the victory, get them down, then fight them once 2 of their members are half health, and then push in team comp. AmazingJ is doing a good job of tanking for them, doing a good job of popping glory. He's just always in position to do that. Really doing a good job overall of doing that. And now they're here knocking on the bottom here, and it's just gonna be hard. Ooh, that poke on Kitties always staying low, and now they're gonna engage. AmazingJ with clearlove always coming in. Kitties gonna be trying to do something in response, but his entire team isn't there. He's popped his ultimate. Viktor trying to pop his ultimates again. Shen's gonna finally use Stand United, but at this point it's too late. His Stand United is canceled. He does have his TP. Is he gonna TP? Yes, he is on the turret here. It's gonna be 5v4 though. They're gonna have a very hard time. The first tower is gonna go down right away. We're gonna see whether the post's gonna come out as well. Everybody poking out like crazy. Now only one Nexus turret at this point. I don't think that IG can do anything to defend against this. There was a trade earlier on, but now they're just another kill going in here on Kid. He's going to get taken down. Z1-Tai going to get followed up on KaKAO trying to do something to save life, and that's going to be it. Viktor dies to Varus, and Corki takes down the turret, and that's going to be the Nexus going down. For some reason, Nidalee X are being chased because, why not kill KaKAO one more time? As EDG grabs the Nexus, Baron, and GG for EDG. As they grab a 2-1 lead, they seem fairly satisfied with themselves. I mean, why wouldn't they be like, yeah, man, we got this, son. looked a lot more worried after the second game, but now they seem pretty much in control. Pretty good game here. Nice response. Played, switched up. It's you gotta love a team. A good team is a team that can react, right? So they played 2 engage comps, 2 games in a row. One first game, lost the first game. So they kind of evened out a little bit. Still have that hard engage. Still have that hard engage with Maokai. Still have that follow-up / hard disengage if needed, or like displacement in Gragas. But then you have Varus and Corki with a heavy poke to keep people down. And you have Annie because you love Annie, because she can do everything. She can react, she can be the follow-up to an engage, she can be the engage, she can be the sort of, oh crap, they're engaging on us, here's my Tibber stun ultimate reset combo thing. Basically like it's resets the thing, so really nice game here for them. And we're going to see whether EDG actually finishes this up now, or IG actually brings this to a 5th game or not. So for this one, GG guys, Lord Ranching out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.